Rigathi Gachagua has also started lying. First of all, this government has been branded of a government of lies. This is said on this side, the other one is done on the other side. They are saying this in the morning, by evening it's a different case. We've seen this in the president and also some other allies in the country. So therefore, it is not something that Kenyans don't know. They know that their lies are over. Now, the major challenge that I have noticed is this. Even the deputy president, the truthful man, has started lying. That is going to form the basis of this analysis. But before I do so, kindly, if this is the first time you're watching our videos, please make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, because that's the best support you can always give this channel. What do I mean that Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua started lying? During the protests, or even before, one of the ministries that appeared to have been affected and poorly performing and scandalous one, it was the agricultural ministry. The cabinet secretary in that ministry was branded not knowing what is there happening in this docket, and also being incompetent, because grievous mistakes happened that affected farming in this country significantly. Rigathi Gachagua was among the people who came out and said there were 50,000 bags of fertilizer that were fake. And 50,000, it is not just 1 plus 1, it's just a small number. This is a huge number that if it is taken to people's farms, there will be a significant effect on that soil and also the production in this country. Therefore, it is one of the iconic mistakes that William Ruto and his government will never forget, because it affected the people's interests on farming. It branded the government negatively. Until we had Rigathi Gachagua coming on broad daylight, even William Ruto himself, the president, to speak about this. The thing that happened is that fake fertilizer was manufactured, packed, and supplied to farmers without the knowledge of the cabinet secretary. Even after the scandal has been brought out by various media stations, the cabinet secretary did not accept whether it happened. Actually, he said about 3,000 bags now. He did not apologize to Kenyans. He did not feel sorry. And actually, going forward, he continued his job just like normal. He did not associate the fake fertilizer to his side at all. He said this is his wife who was trying to bring him down. Meaning it was a huge thing that everyone else could remember. However, recently now, when Gachagua was given a chance to speak in Meru, he came out strongly to defend Mithika Linturi. He said he was very competent, he did his job well, and that he was supposed to return. It's only that they could not manage due to unavoidable circumstances to return him back to work. There is where I say Rigathi Gachagua now is lying. Linturi was not competent. The agricultural ministry in the country was not understood on where it's heading to. The iconic part of the Kenyan production, it is simply the fertilizer. But that is where they messed. They did not bring quality as it's required to the people of Kenya. As a result, they took fake fertilizer, which actually painted the government of William Ruto badly. Therefore, among the first people who were supposed to be sacked by William Ruto, it was Linturi. Among the people who were topping the list of the Gen Zs and millennials in the country, it was Linturi. But going back to Meru, it is now a political game that is playing in terms of tribalism. But everyone knows in this country that Mithika Linturi failed, and he was supposed to resign as soon as the scandal was out. But he was hard enough to say no, remain on the seat, go back to Meru, go back to government, and actually get engaged publicly like any other leader. This is what we say, that we need performance in this country, where if you are given a chance to perform, you give your best. You do the right thing and you follow the law. If it fails, if the 3 or the 4 things that I've said do not apply to you, you resign as an honorable man. But instead, Linturi decided to assume that Kenyans did not suffer and decided to simply stay until he was dismissed by the government, by the president himself. That was very wrong. Mithika Linturi was supposed to be sacked at that time. But now, Rigathi Gachagua has come out openly to defend Mithika Linturi as if he was such an angel who was supposed to be in power. When I consider all the members of parliament, from all the cabinet secretaries from the Rift, from Central Region, Mithika Linturi was among the worst performing because of the scandal that happened in his docket, and he could not notice, neither could he provide any help to the people of Kenya. So therefore, it was wrong for Rigathi Gachagua to lie in front of the people in the church that Mithika Linturi did everything best to his knowledge to ensure that at least they have delivered for the people of Kenya, which he didn't do at all. We have to admit that the agricultural sector is the one that has failed the most in this country. We used to have people who are coming agriculturally, sitting down, teaching farmers on what to do. But right now, in our generation, nothing is happening completely. There's no single reform that was brought in by the government. There's no single project that was brought in by the senator, by the cabinet secretary into the docket of the agriculture that is new. We can say that we can remember him for this and that. But Rigathi Gachagua goes on a broad daylight in the church, praises him and tells him he's one of the best cabinet secretaries we have had in this country. I don't know what's your take on Rigathi Gachagua's remarks, but if this is the first time you're watching our videos, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. My name is Abel Mukwa.